This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Entertainment Hour here on the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am your host, Dragon Viper. Once again, we are doing this show. So I'm your host, Dragon Viper. Then my co-host next to me, Crispy Bacon. How you doing, Chris?
Yeah, it's been a little bit. Glad to be back, and I think we're gonna have a fun show.
Yeah, absolutely. I last looked at it, and our last show was in March, so I'm just kind of like, wow, it's been a little while, but we're back tonight. Had some health things going on, but slowly recovering, and so I figured had time to do this. So
There you go.
all right. We're going to go ahead and start off like we usually do with the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network programs. Chris, can you mention about those?
Yeah, so tonight's Entertainment Hour. Mondays usually Between the Ropes. A lot of wrestling going on this weekend and next weekend. We'll probably talk about that here in a little bit down, towards the end of the show. Football season's coming up for the NFL, so we'll probably have Primetime Blitz coming up here in a few months, and just stay with Coast to Coast for all of our shows.
Yep, absolutely. Definitely pay attention and see. The easiest way to see if there's something new, just watch the shows. And but anyway, so. We're going to go ahead and go on with the usual. We're going to talk about celebrity deaths and celebrity news. There's been some big names that have passed away since we did the show last time. One of the things that I had to point out, and it's interesting that you had mentioned wrestling, because first one I wanted to mention was about Ted Turner.
Yeah.
Died at 87, on May 6th of this year. He was the founder of CNN. He also owned, and I believe was the founder for, TBS, TNT. Well, some of them he was founder because his last name's in them.
Yeah.
And then Turner Classic Movies, TCM. Well, the other thing that he did was he was pretty much the owner for back in the day in the late 80s, early 90s for WCW.
Mm-hmm.
And so this guy was a very brilliant businessman, especially when you can make your own TV stations and they are still being watched on and having programs on to this day. So
yeah,
it was unknown of how he passed away, but they did mention that he had a progressive brain disorder. So
I also heard he was, I think, dealing with Alzheimer's or something.
I don't know if it was maybe.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. Next one is the recent one, which I was even shocked about.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch.
Oh yeah.
Only 41 years old. Passed away just a few days ago on the 21st. Great NASCAR racer. I watched a few of his some of his races on TV. Yeah, I liked him. And he passed away from severe pneumonia that had turned sepsis. And it's kind of scary because of the fact that I did have pneumonia at one time, and my what happened to me this past week, part of it was I was going septic. So, it kind of freaks me out a little bit when I read that people, pass away from this stuff. So, but yeah, unfortunate losing of Kyle Busch. We have Donald Gibb. He was 71, passed away on the 12th of this month. Most people know him from acting on Bloodsport. There were other movies that he was in, but the one that I can think of that he was on was the TV show Step by Step. He was actually Cousin Cody's friend. And he ended up passing away from complications from throat cancer. So, or it was either throat cancer or throat cancer, but it was one of them. Then I have David Allan Coe. He passed away at 86 on April 29th. I don't know if you've heard of him, but I've grown up and I know a couple of his songs.
I've heard the name.
No, one of the main songs that he was known for was "You Never Even Call Me by My Name." So, one of my favorite songs from him. And it was also unknown of how he passed away, but his health was even declining.
Wow.
And then the last one that I have is Alan Osmond. He was the oldest brother of the Osmond brothers, of that entire Osmond family. He passed away on April 20th, 76 years old. He was also unknown of how he passed away, but he did live 40 years with MS. So, which actually shows right there that, you can have MS and still live a long life.
Oh yeah.
So, and that's pretty much all I got from those guys. What's your thoughts on them?
And it's just been, any death is not good, but it's just been a weird few months of, I guess, I wouldn't say, they're well known, but, celebrities, passing, and, you had Kyle Busch, who seemed one moment perfectly fine, healthy. He had some injuries, throughout the season, but it's just sad, and he was kind of, one of the ones out of the blue that I think everybody's like, oh no. And then same thing with Ted Turner.
Yeah, definitely crazy. But yeah, the Kyle Busch one really, just shocked me. So, the youngest out of all these guys that had passed away, which just shows right there, you could be any age and go. So, all right, and then we're gonna move on to celebrity news. So I only have two stories on this. Kim Mathers, for those that don't know that's listening to this, Kim Mathers, the ex-wife of Marshall Mathers, aka Eminem, ended up getting arrested last week, or a little over a week ago, because of a DUI, and she created a single vehicle crash because of that DUI.
Oh no.
She did a breathalyzer, and it came out 0.20, which is almost 3 times the amount that is legal. So, I mean, I know different states have different legal limits, but if you're going off of Oregon's is a 0.08, and so yeah, almost 3 times the amount that is legal. And what's really sad about this is the fact that she did this 2 days after she was in court and pled no contest to a Dewey that she got back in February of this year. So she pled no contest, and then 2 days later, what'd she do? Celebrate and decide she's going to get another one?
Hey, drinks are on me. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh,
So
I lost that battle.
And then the other one I had was Britney Spears. It's interesting how Britney Spears just keeps popping up everywhere. And
what's new with her?
Well, in back in March, so people were calling and calling the cops, saying that she was supposedly swerving between lanes and swerving in between cars. So cops pull her over, found out she was driving under influence of alcohol.
Really?
She mentioned that earlier that morning she had a couple, small drinks, but she was fine, yet she was slurring her words and obviously showed that she was drunk. So cops went and searched her car and found an empty wine glass and a bottle of Adderall that was not prescribed to her in her car. So, and during the stop, she made herself look foolish, because not only was she slurring her words and everything else, she was talking in a British accent. She was getting agitated, failed her sobriety test. She even went and was trying to have the cop, go to her house and have lasagna. Asked the cop if he wanted to go there and eat lasagna with her.
Yeah, something, not to be mean, but something's definitely wrong. And yeah, and you may know how you feel, I guess, but your body knows more than what you think. And
exactly. Well, I've had those moments of being drunk and going and saying one thing, but then all of a sudden it's like, did I really say that? So, but I just figured I'd come up with those two because, Britney's all over the news all the time, and then you have Kim Mathers, who's, still in the news, especially recently. So I thought those were interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean, what's your opinions on that?
Like I said, I think Britney Spears needs to, seriously get help. And I know she's been trying and all that, but she probably needs a little more, do a little bit better on that. And then don't celebrate after you won a DUI case with another DUI. trial case. And, that's just, just a no-no.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is Britney Spears, when she does get help, she instantly turns around and checks out herself and doesn't go back for a while, and then so it's a repeated process. She doesn't stay in very long.
She gets help for maybe like a month or two or whatever. It's not long term. And then, something happens.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to our next segment, which is movies and TV shows that a celebrity has regretted turning down. I chose Adam Sandler because while I was in the hospital, they were having a bunch of shows with Adam Sandler in it. So I'm like, oh, hey, watch these. But
I'm thinking, thank you for the help.
yeah, thanks for choosing who I need to do here. So he really is one of those that Adam Sandler. I think it's because most of his movies now are his production. So well, yeah, they're on Netflix, but I think he hasn't turned down a bunch of movies because the movies that he chooses to be in is under his own production of Happy Madison. So, but there were a couple he did turn down before that. So a movie that was written by Tarantino. I'm not going to finish the title of the movie because I'm not going to cuss on here, but the movie Inglourious, yeah. Anyway, he was offered Donnie Donowitz, which I watched probably a half hour of that movie, and I was kind of disgusted by it. Didn't care for it. But anyway, Tarantino wrote that specific character for Adam Sandler. And Adam Sandler was mentioning he was gonna do it, but he had to turn it down because he was also filming the movie Funny People. So the conflict of schedule with that one.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then the other one, because I quickly went through it, but the other one was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which I had no idea they were even trying to get him to do this as Willy Wonka.
Like the remake?
No, with Johnny Depp.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, they decided that Johnny Depp would have been better off with it than Adam Sandler. I think
he could be a background character.
Well, he could have been, but yeah, it's crazy when I read that. I'm like, really? They were gonna have him play Johnny Depp's part? Yeah.
Does he regret it?
He does a little bit. Yeah. Especially with how much money that movie made, no matter how corny it was.
Yeah, but I don't know if it'll just be the right fit. I mean, most of his movies is kind of corny a little bit, but in a funny way.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if that would be right.
I don't think it'd be right either. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on now to entertainment facts, and I chose the movie Men in Black. Now, I don't know anybody that has not seen Men in Black.
I've seen the first two. It's just been a while. But
yeah,
I've seen the first two. I haven't seen whatever they've done updated.
Oh, they've only done 3.
Oh,
so you're not missing much.
Okay.
Although I thought it was good, it just wasn't the third one was good. It just wasn't my favorite. But and that's one of the movies I actually watched at the hospital too. So I figured, hey, I'll just go ahead and choose this movie.
Yeah.
But I had no idea about this, but Will Smith almost passed on the part.
Really?
Yeah. It had been a year since he had done Independence Day, and he said that he was really not looking forward to doing another Alien movie in that close in time. And so they were offering him the role. He was kind of wanting to turn it down because of that reason, and his wife at the time said, encouraged him that he should do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet he's glad he did.
Right.
With how much money it made him.
I would be too.
And then I completely forgot about this. The theme song, which is, the song that he did.
Yeah.
It's actually what skyrocketed him to how big of a musician he was.
Really?
Because you have the older music of his, like Parents Just Don't Understand, and I'm blanking on the other title. It just showed he was there. But then all of a sudden, even with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, it was just kind of there. But when Men in Black came in and he did his theme song, the theme song for Men in Black, that's what really got him noticed and pretty much jetted him up to, an amazing singer. And then when Will Smith got the phone call, it was actually Steven Spielberg who called him about being in the movie. At first he was thinking somebody was pranking him. And then he realized that it actually was Steven Spielberg calling him. Not an agent, not, anybody. It was Spielberg himself. So
I'd probably do the same thing. Like, no. Is it? I don't know. Let me call you back.
Yeah, I probably would too. I'd be like, yeah, no way. And then Tommy Lee Jones was going to turn down the movie. He ended up getting the rough draft of what the script was, and Tommy Lee Jones was kind of not wanting to do it. He was not happy with it. So Steven Spielberg actually made changes so he could get Tommy Lee to be in it.
Wow.
So it shows how much power Tommy Lee Jones has and how much, star quality he has.
I give you $1 million. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so Spielberg changed the script just so that he could have Tommy in there.
That's good.
Yeah. Linda Florentino, who was the morgue lady, or trying to remember. I think that's the first one. Yeah, it is. The morgue lady. Anyway, now I would love to do something like this. She ended up playing poker with one of the producers. She was able to be in the movie and be the co-star by winning a game of poker against the producer.
Hey, put your money on the line. Literally, put the contract up.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, I've played poker for years, and I have not gotten one single producer coming over saying, "Hey, I want to play." It's like, let me be in the movie, and if I win, then I get to be in it. But yeah, talk about good luck.
Who needs money in the bank ladder match when you can just win the game of poker?
Exactly. Hey, I'll play poker against Triple H and I'll become a wrestler.
There you go.
And I'll do what I've always said. I'll beat up Brock Lesnar.
You're running out of time.
I know. And then the other thing I had was, now here's what's crazy. So they end up giving the part to Tommy Lee Jones for the character of Kay. Now, this is the weird part. They had somebody in mind before Tommy Lee Jones.
Ooh.
And you'll never guess who it was.
Brad Pitt. I don't know.
No. They were trying to get Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood to play the character Kay.
Okay.
So I thought that was interesting. They went ahead and asked Clint Eastwood first, and he had turned it down. But yeah, I ended up going to Tommy Lee Jones just because he said no.
Smart.
So I figured that was interesting. But all right, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to this day in entertainment history.
Ooh.
So starting off, wow, it's already been 3 years. Tina Turner passed away.
Really?
In 2023.
Wow.
Now this isn't so much entertainment, but I found it back in 1844 was the first telegram. So this day in 1844 they made the first telegram.
Dang, that's a long time.
Yeah. 1974, the Dean Martin show aired its last episode on this day. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade premiered on this day in 1989. This day back in 1997, Tim Allen was arrested for a DUI. All these celebrities getting pulled over for DUIs, I tell you what.
Don't drink and drive, people. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care how rich you are. Kim Basinger, you know who that is, right?
I've heard, yeah.
Back in 1993, she filed for bankruptcy to avoid paying a $7.4 million settlement. That's one way to get out of it.
Yeah,
I guess somebody
sued
her.
Coward way though, but yeah.
Somebody sued her and then ended up. She's like, "Nope, I'm not paying. Guess what? I'm filing bankruptcy. Now you get nothing."
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but
it's like what you said. It's a weak way out, though.
Yeah.
And then back in 2016 was the Cosby trial case.
Which one? One of many. But.
Yeah, well, the main one of all those accusers coming up to him. And then Morgan Freeman was accused of the same thing by several women in 2018 on this day.
Yeah, but I don't think anything happened.
No.
That one.
No, it was he was not guilty over it, unlike Bill Cosby. So
yeah, I got one. I got one for you.
What?
It's recent, but on Thursday, the Late Show with Stephen Colbert ended.
Yep. I saw commercials about it. After all those years taking over for David Letterman, and now he's done. So
the whole franchise is done.
Yeah, the whole Stephen Colbert.
No, the whole late night.
Oh, that I did not know.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Wow. I wonder what people are gonna watch now at late
I
night.
think some kind of comedy show, like stand-up comedy or something.
All right, moving on to question of the day. So, Chris, what TV world or genre would you survive in, and what would you not survive in?
I would not survive in anything like Squid Games.
Me neither.
I don't want to lose and die. That's my big thing.
Yeah, no.
I guess I could survive in those like survival shows or whatever. But you can find your own food, build shelter, whatever. I could do okay in that, but Squid Games, no.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I would be able to survive kind of like in some kind of comedy shows, comedy movies.
Yeah.
And I think I would be able to survive horror, because you sit there and you watch the horror movies and they all make the same mistakes over and over and over, and I would just learn from it and change it.
I watch them and it's like, look behind you. Come on, look behind you.
Yeah, look behind you. Don't go upstairs, you dummy.
Or I watch TV shows with my family and it's like, why don't they just stop running or whatever? It's like, I'm like, it's a show.
Yeah. And then what I wouldn't survive in would be something like gangster, something to do with a bunch of gangster movies, or like what you said, Squid Games. I would not survive at all in those.
No.
All right, and then moving on to Chris's favorite topic: celebrity birthdays.
Yay. I'm probably gonna be horrible at this, but yes.
It's been a while. You're
It's
forgiven.
been a while.
So, for starting off, we have Ann Cusack, who
I've heard the name.
The only thing I could think of at that moment when I was doing this was she was the librarian in the show Charmed, in the OG show Charmed, not the newer one.
Not the reboot.
Yeah, of a reboot. Reboot.
55.
Well, you're 10 years off. Actually, 65.
Okay, you're not that far off. I'll take it.
And then, speaking of Clint Eastwood, his daughter, who is also an actress, Allison Eastwood.
45.
No, 54.
Dang, I'm not that far off, but
No, you're not. And then you have, this guy. Everybody knows this guy, Mr. Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson.
42.
Ooh, so close. 45. You're getting close.
I can't remember it, but
Washington's own. And then the Patriots NFL player Julian Edelman.
40.
Wow, you hit it.
Yay!
Yep, he turned 40. So Although I think you read that somewhere.
I did not. No, I did not.
Next up is Jewel.
Who?
Jewel, the singer.
58.
No. She's actually 52.
Yeah, I'm still in the ballpark.
And then I know he passed away, but I had to do it anyways. WWE's own Bray Wyatt. How old would he have been today or this weekend?
45?
He's not older than I am.
I don't know. 44.
He's actually, huh?
$1. I'm just kidding.
He would have actually turned 39. So, and then you also know this guy from TNA and WWE, Motor City Machine Gun, Alex Shelley.
Probably seem to be AEW. Who knows? 40.
Close.
41.
He is older than me. He's 43. And then I don't know if you've heard of this guy. I have, thanks to my brother. But rapper that sings "I Mean It," G-Eazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a new rapper within the past 6-7 years.
35.
Close.
When you said new rapper, it's like, okay, he ain't that old.
Yeah. No, 37.
Okay.
And then I'm sure everybody knows who this guy is, Bob Dylan.
Heard the name.
One of the songs he sang was "Like a Rolling Stone."
68.
How old?
Okay, maybe not.
No, I didn't hear you.
68.
He wishes. No, 85.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's where going low, saying low is not a good thing. Or is it?
And then Patti LaBelle. Was one of the songs she sang was "Lady Marmalade" back in the 80s.
70.
Nope.
60.
82. Really?
I don't know.
No, 82. And then country singer, you've probably heard of him. I've heard of him, but sang One Voice, Billy Gilman.
68.
Oh my God, Chris.
Okay, 70.
38.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
That's hilarious. And then we have Roseanne Cash, who's a singer, Johnny Cash's daughter, and she sang one of the songs was "7 Year Ache."
42.
Johnny Cash's daughter. 71.
Well, I don't know. I'm going blind here.
We should know this next person, though. She's an actress and was the wife of Elvis.
60. I really don't know.
And she was in the TV show Dallas.
62.
You're giving too much credit. 81. And That'd be surprising if she was married to Elvis and she's only 60.
Never know.
And then we have John C. Reilly from Step Brothers, who played opposite Will Ferrell.
55.
Nope. I mean, you're close. 61. And then we have you gotta get close on this dude, on this dude's age. Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong.
73.
He wishes. 88. And then the last one I got was you've seen Mad TV, right?
Yes.
Okay. One of the guys from Mad TV, Will Sasso.
72.
Oh,
I don't know. It's been a while.
Ever since you hit that one. No, 51.
I hit 3 of them like in the first little bit, but
you hit one on the head, but then all of a sudden you were close until you weren't.
It's like Scott Marker.
Well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
All right, and then we're gonna go to our last topic of the night, our 10 or less from any year. Well, this one's a little different. I went a little because of the fact of the way my health is right now. I went a little easy, and I started off with top 10 80s music. So if you could go ahead and start naming yours.
Starting where?
80s music.
Okay. Let's see. I have oh, here we go. I have Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Life of Prayer by Madonna. Sweet Child of Mine. Take on Me. And then we also have Every Breath You Take and Purple Rain.
Oh, there you go. There's your list. Kind of close to mine.
Okay.
But I've got Call Me by Blondie, Abradabra Cadabra by Steve Miller Band, Take on Me by Aha, Jesse's Girl by Rick Springfield, Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie.
Under Pressure. No, not wrong song.
Purple Rain by Prince, Private Eyes by Hall & Oates, Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash, Just a Friend by Biz Markie, Sweet Child of Mine by GNR, and then the 3 honorable mentions: Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, Africa by Toto, and Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Eye of the Tiger.
Hey, and they played that song well on Supernatural.
They play good in general.
Yeah. All right, now we're going on to our 90s music. I'll start it off. I start off with I Want It That Way by BSB. Yes, tease me, everybody. I don't care. I like it. And then Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind. Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Wonderwall by Oasis. Don't Speak by No Doubt. Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera. If You Had My Love by Jennifer Lopez. Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters. California Love by Tupac. And then my honorable mentions is Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey, Kiss from a Rose by Seal, and then I'll Be There for You, Friends theme song by the Rembrandts. All right. How about you there, Chris?
That's a good list.
Oh, yeah.
Mine will be Smells Like Teen Spirit. Want It That Way. Let's see. Losing My Religion. And Waterfalls.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Good few songs there.
Oh, yeah.
And then the 2000s. Go ahead and start.
Outcast, Hey Ya. Let's see. Mr. Brightside. Lose Yourself. Since You've Been Gone. And Seven Nations Army.
Oh, that's a good song too. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I got Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz. Alcohol by Brad Paisley. Try Again by Aaliyah. Get the Party Started by Pink.
Oh, good one.
Not Ready to Make Nice by I Don't Care What They Say. They Will Always Be the Dixie Chicks. I don't care if they're called the Chicks or whatever now, but they will always be the Dixie Chicks. Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz. Ignition by R. Kelly. Clocks by Coldplay. Hurt by Johnny Cash. Lose Yourself by Eminem. And then my three honorable mentions are Beautiful Day by U2, Maps by Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and Here Without You by Three Doors Down. So, yeah, and that's, you've got a whole decade of music for the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So, of course, there'd be a longer list, but those are pretty much the top that are on my list. Yeah, so anyway, well, we're gonna go ahead and kind of end this show a little early tonight. I've got health issues going on, so yeah. So Chris, do you have anything to add on or anything?
No, thanks everyone for watching, tuning in. Hopefully we'll be back next week, or just see what happens, and hope to see you guys for the next episode.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, definitely thank you guys for watching. Let's try and get some comments in here, because I think comments are great. So but yeah, thank you for watching. Definitely, pay attention to C2C when the next show is going to be on, or and put us as your favorites. Other than that, I guess that's all I got. So I hope everybody has a good night, good week this week. And please be safe. It is Memorial Day weekend, tomorrow being Memorial Day. So yeah, everybody be safe, drive out there. Always know that if you're gonna drink, have somebody that's sober to drive. Whatever. But everybody be safe tomorrow. And like I said, have a good week. So from us at Entertainment Hour, have a good night.